everyone. I don't think you can see me. I'm kind of sat led over in my bed, but I'm not trying to hide myself. It's just quite dark in here. I am beyond stressed out right now. I'm really ill at the moment. I've not really revealed that in a video that I can think of. And I've been signed off work for 2 weeks. She wanted to sign me off for longer, but there's something I've got to do. So I just said to sign me off till whatever date it is. I'm not going to get into it on here. And I was given medication and pain relief because I've got something that could ultimately kill me, and I've had it for a long time, and I refuse to have operations and things like that to sort it. I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of why that is now, because this isn't why I'm here. But also on top of that, I am suffering massively with my depression and anxiety. You know, when you sat there and you think, I don't want to live anymore, that basically shows how low you're feeling. And you know, I am very low, and I'm really struggling. And there was a time when I wouldn't admit how I'm feeling, and in all honesty, admitting how you feel, it doesn't always get you anywhere anyway. So you know, whether or not I reveal what is or isn't happening in my head, it makes no difference really, because even when you do ask for help, you don't always get the help that you need at that point. So I'm really struggling, and you know, I have been signed off work for physical reasons, and you know, my mental health is suffering at the moment, and there are reasons why that I'm not going to get into right now, because again, this video isn't about that. Today I woke up with a migraine, and I took 4 painkillers as always, and then less than an hour later I took another 4. Then it eased off a little bit, because I came upstairs and I led in my room with no light on. I never opened my curtains anyway, and the doors were shut, and it started to ease. So got my car back, because my car had new brakes put on today. Got my car back, went to the shop, and when I came out the shop, my head was pounding again. So I took some painkillers there, because I always carry painkillers because I'm always in pain, and came home, and the migraine got worse. Then, because I'm feeling down, had a migraine. I either had 12 or 16 tablets by this point. Me, in my stupid, unwell state, decided to ring the police and tell them about something. And I said, look, I'm telling you this because I'm concerned, because I'm not well at the moment, and I feel if something happens, I'm not in the state to even care. So I was just making them aware of that, and I made it clear that I didn't want to make a statement, and that I just wanted it to be put on the log in case something happens to me, because, you know, ultimately I believe something will happen to me, and a few people think that. I'm just trying to be real with everyone here. At the moment I don't care if anything happens to me, but that's because of how I'm feeling. Obviously, if something happens to me, it's just possibly going to push me over the edge, and I just thought, I feel ill, I don't want anyone doing anything or upsetting me in any way, so I'll just let them know about something. So I just said, look, please don't let the police come round, just make a note of it. And then she said she was going to speak to the inspector that was involved in it all, and either he would ring me or she would ring me. And I said, well, please make sure you ring me, because I want you to reassure me that nothing is going to happen, and that the police just won't turn up at my house. My head's pounding, I don't need this, I just want to be left alone. But I'm just trying to make sure that in case something does happen, I've let you know what I've let you know. So this evening, I don't know what time it was either before or just after 9 o'clock, I'm not too sure, my phone starts ringing, and I don't recognise the number. I think it was unknown at first, and I thought it's the police. I just thought, my head's killing me. Also, I need to point out that I'd taken 20 painkillers in the space of 6 hours. So when I realised I took 20, because I didn't realise at first, but I went to get some more, and that's when I realised how many I had. And I was like, oh my god. And I was Googling like mad for about an hour and a half, and I contacted my dad. I was like, have I taken too many? And he's like, what have you taken? Then I got really stressed out. And then I was like Googling, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, should I ring 111? Should I go to the hospital? Like, what do I do? And I started to feel really ill, and my head was killing me. And I thought, do I ring 111? What? I don't know what I'm meant to do. And then I started pouring in sweat, and I was like, this is not good. So then I get the missed calls, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then there's a text message saying it was, actually I can tell you what it says. It says, hi Melanie. Oh God, I keep closing the message. You rang the police today, I've come to see you. Please can you answer your door so we can talk? Well, if I was at home, maybe I could answer the door, I don't know. But I rang my dad, and I texted my dad. I was like, they've turned up at the house. I'd also listened to a voicemail by that point as well, and I had numerous missed calls from a mobile number, and I'm like, what is going on? So my dad rang, and he rang me back, and he said they need to speak to you because of what you've reported. And I don't think I'd told my dad at that point that I'd phoned the police, and he's like, what have you told them? And I told him some of what I'd said, and he said, but you've told them not to come. I said, I know I told them not to come. I said, I don't want them to come. I just want to say, in case something happens while I'm ill, because of how I'm feeling, you know, I don't care if anything happens. So I was just letting you know. And he's like, well, I don't understand why they've come, but they want to speak to you. And I went, I don't need this. He went, I know you don't need this, and I don't need this either. And I said, I even emailed the inspector and said, please don't send anyone to my house. I don't need it. I'm going through enough crap without this. I never said that to him, but I just said, look, there are reasons why I don't want the police to knock at my house. I don't think anyone does. I don't know why they couldn't have rung me. So I rung up, and she was quoting me word for word, and I'm like, well, it wasn't 100% word for word because there was some inaccuracies. She said that I'd said that the inspector had said I couldn't ring up about that, and I said, no, I never said that. I said that it was a DC, and I said I've not even been quoted word for word in what I've actually said. And I said that's why I've not reported anything, because I've been told what I've been told. I'm not repeating it on YouTube, but I will repeat it to whoever asked me. And I said, look, I didn't even say that. She said, you've said that. I said, no, I never said it about the inspector. I said the inspector got involved and he would phone me about what was going on at the time. I said, I never said he'd said that to me, because he actually hasn't said that to me. The only thing he said to me, I don't even know if I should repeat this on here. He said something, he never said I couldn't report anything, but what I said to the person on one-on-one today, I said, am I allowed to report anything, because I've been told I can't, so I've not reported anything, but I'm not trying to make a statement, I'm just saying stuff has happened, and I'm just letting you know because I'm in a really bad headspace at the moment, and when I was like this last time, stuff was going on, and it was really affecting me. So that's basically why I rung. And she's saying, well, we've got to come and get a statement off you. We need you to take a statement. And I went, but I'm trying to explain, I don't want the police at my house. I said, I've said that to 101, and I've emailed the inspector and said, I don't want the police at my house. And there's reasons why. I'm not revealing it on here, but I don't need this stress. I'm so ill, and I don't think anyone understands how ill I feel. Like, I could die from what I've got, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm not trying to make it sound scary, but I was with my doctor for a long time on Monday, and she's told me, and I've been told before by other doctors that I could die from what I've got. I know that. I have my reasons why I'm not having the operations. I'm not, and that's for me to deal with, I guess. But I'm under so much pressure, and this inspector knows something's gone on. My dad's told me tonight that he spoke to him. I don't know what day he spoke to him. He said, I've spoken to him and he was aware of something else. And I went, well, I don't understand, because when I spoke to that policewoman on the phone, she said that he had said that they need to come out and see me. And I'm like, I don't understand why he would send them out knowing how I feel. I just don't need this. Eventually she said she weren't coming back, but she said her sergeant might send someone round in the middle of the night. And I went, well, I don't want anyone here. I don't need it. I said, I've got anxiety and depression. She said, well, you don't sound anxious or depressed. But I have anxiety and depression. Like, are you meant to sound a certain way because you've got depression? Like, I don't understand. I said, I'm not well. I've had a migraine all day. I probably should be at the hospital. And she's like, well, why are you not at the hospital? I said, actually, I want to be 111. And I said, I can't get to hospital. She's like, well, can't your dad take you? And I said, my dad's in the pub and he's not well. And he's on antibiotics. And she's like, well, he shouldn't be in the pub. He's on antibiotics. Well, I've already told him that today. Like, I don't, I'm on medication. You don't see me drinking. Like, the way I feel right now, I could happily just go and drink a couple of bottles of wine. Like, I don't care anymore. I've had enough of all this. I don't need the police turning up at my house, and I just don't need it. Like, and I can't understand why the inspector has sent them round knowing how I feel, because he knows how I was before. And I'm under so much pressure. I don't need this. And I've been sat for the last 2 hours absolutely pouring in sweat, and my dad's like, it's not cold. I mean, it's not hot. And I went, but I think it's all those tablets I've taken. So I'm like drinking so much water, and I'm scared of, like, I may have had an overdose. I don't know. I don't want an overdose. Like, I've always said, if I do commit suicide, it won't be by tablets. I know how I'll do it. But I'm like trying to like drink all this water to get it to go through my system, and I hope that works. I mean, I didn't realise I took that many. My head has eased off a little bit. I've just been in the shower. I had an ice cold shower and washed my hair because I was sweating so much my hair got wet. But I just don't need the police here. When I finished speaking to him, I rung 101 and I said, look, I've said when I rung earlier that I didn't want the police here. I didn't want to do a statement. I'm just making you aware of what's gone on. I can't give you a statement because I feel like it would be pointless. All I'm doing is trying to protect myself, because I feel like the way I feel, if something happens, I'm probably not going to tell them. So I'm just trying my best here, and it doesn't seem good enough. And it seems like, she was reading back what I apparently said, and some of it I had said, but some of it was worded differently. Like, I wouldn't have said it the way it was worded. And I just said there's no point in reporting it, because I was told that this inspector had said certain things. So what is the point in, reporting something when he's making comments like I've been told he's made? I thought the police were meant to be impartial, but it doesn't feel like that way. But I don't need police knocking on my door. I'm so depressed. Like, I honestly don't even know what to do with myself anymore. No one realises what goes on in my life, because I don't come on here and tell everyone. And even when people said, like, you're putting all your life on the internet, I didn't put on 90% of my life or what was going on. I mean, there's no point. And I've always said you need to be open about how you feel, and I'm trying, but it's like, why bother trying telling anyone how you feel? Because when you do, it doesn't actually get you anywhere. When you tell the police you're really anxious and depressed and you don't need this, they say you don't sound depressed or anxious. So I didn't know I was meant to have my special anxious and depressed voice. But I just want to be left alone. Like, I'm very ill. Like, they don't understand how ill I am. Like, my doctor told me I could die from what I've got. It's very serious what I've got, and you know, they don't cut you slack because you're ill. They just come and pound on your door when they know that makes you feel worse. I don't know why they can't just ring me up. I never once said I wanted to make a statement. I actually made it clear. I said to the woman on 101, I said, look, I don't want to make a statement. I just want it noted in case something happens to me, because the way I feel at the moment, anyone could come along and do whatever they wanted, and I wouldn't care. Like, I wouldn't care at the moment, honestly. And I feel like, you know, after what I was told this inspector had said, like, I feel like a certain person could, like, murder me in front of the police and they'd get away with it. That's how it feels at the moment. I don't need them pounding on my door and ringing me up to see where I am. Like, I just want to be left alone. I just try to protect myself. More so than anything, I was trying to protect my dad, because I don't want him to do anything to my dad. Like, I just want my dad to be safe. I don't care about me most of the time. Like, I don't. I honestly don't. I just don't want people pounding on my door and demanding I go home and speak to them. I just want to be left alone. I just. See, that's the problem. You tell the police something, it gets blown into something worse than it is, and then they treat you like you've done something wrong. Like, I'm just trying to protect people. I don't care about me. I honestly don't care. This has just made me feel worse. I'm already really down. No one realises what's gone on or what's been going on. No one, like, really knows. And some things are better left unsaid. What's the point in saying this person's done that, because it's not taken any notice of? Like, my boss made my life hell and her partner hit me. The CCTV footage is still available till Saturday, but that inspector won't go and get it because it would appear it's perfectly acceptable for them to hit me and attack me the way they did. And then I get told he's made comments about who I rang up about, and well, they were about me to that person, and it's like, what's the point? Just let them do whatever they want to me, because, you know, they could murder me and the police won't give a shit, because that's how it is. That really is how it is. But I don't need people pounding on my door the way I feel. Like, it's made me feel a million times worse getting told I have to go home to talk to them. I don't want to be at home. If I could move, I'd move right now. Like, I would happily move. I'd rather live in a one-bedroom apartment away from everyone and no one find me. That's what I would love. I would love that more than anything. I would love to just disappear. Then no one can find me and hurt me then, can they? Sick of everyone doing whatever they want, and then the police come and make me feel like crap. I'm just trying to tell them in case something happens, because the way I feel, I don't care. Just come and stab me, beat me, I don't care. I honestly don't care. If anyone wants to come and beat me up, just send me a direct message. You can have my address, because in all honesty, I'm beyond caring. You might as well just do it at the police station, let them all gather around, because, you know, you'll just get away with it, it's fine. Anyone can do whatever they want, because I'm not worth saving. I'm really not worth saving.